My name is Emil Back and welcome to this news broadcast. In this broadcast we would like to look into the present immigration situation in both Germany and the UK. We're going to look on some of the consequences for immigrants who want to go to the UK when now the UK are out of the EU. All these questions we would like to go further into in this program. Now we will head over to my colleague in London.
Good evening, I'm here in London. I'm standing with Melissa, who is an immigrant. So Melissa, how many years ago did you come to the UK?
I came in 2015 and I have now lived here for 7 years.
Yeah, and which country were you traveling from?
I traveled from Afghanistan.
Yeah, I could imagine it was a tough journey for you. So what are the reasons behind your choice to move to the UK?
I was affected by the push factor because of the war in Afghanistan. So me and my family, we were seeking for other opportunities to, of course, be safe and be safe and get away from the war.
Now, you said you traveled with your family. Who were you in your family? And did you have anything to look forward to in the UK?
Me and my sister, and then my brother, mom and dad. And then, no, we haven't anything to look forward to because we didn't have that many money. So it was actually just to be safe and get away.
Well, it looks like you're doing quite well in the UK, and as you told me before, you are having a well-paid job, and you have a nice apartment in London. Not many of the other immigrants are doing quite as well as you are. What were you doing differently when you came to the UK?
I just think I was open-minded, and then I was really lucky to get this opportunity.
Well, Melissa, it has been a pleasure talking to you, and I wish you all good luck in the future.
Thank you so much, and you too.
Now that we have spoken to an immigrant with a success story, we would like to ask a born and raised British citizen some questions. Now back to Joachim in London.
I'm standing here in London in Downing Street. I just got the chance to talk with Nils, who is born and raised in downtown London. So Nils, how has Brexit influenced migration in the UK?
Well, now when we aren't part of the EU, migration can't just happen. You have to get special permissions and stuff like that. So I think it's a good thing Brexit happened.
Obviously, now that Boris is in charge, there might also be some kind of opinion in the government about the topic migration in the UK. How do you see our government and Boris Johnson handle the big stream of migrants coming from Ukraine?
Well, Boris and the Conservative Party are against migration into the UK, which I think is a good thing in general. I also really like the thing that you have to get a visa to get into here. So I look forward to what they have to offer in the future.
Yes, so now that we are talking about Brexit, did you vote for or against Brexit in the UK? And how do you think the big stream of migrants coming from UK should be handled?
Well, I support the Conservative Party, so therefore I voted for Brexit, as I think they take our jobs, immigrants, and therefore the best thing would actually to be tighten the borders, and I think that would make it better for us English persons.
Yeah, yes, I see. With many Ukrainians traveling to the UK, we've seen many British citizens welcome there into their home. As you're against migration, I can imagine that you wouldn't welcome them into their home. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I wouldn't let a Ukrainian family live in my home, because that would kind of be against my own opinion with the immigration situation in the UK right now. So no, but I do respect those who take families in.
Yeah, thank you for your time. Have a nice evening.
In the heat of Russia invading Ukraine, millions of citizens have left the country to seek their own safety in other European countries. As more immigrants see the UK as a potential place to start on afresh and secure their own safety, the government the British government has started to address a new bill on refugees that the House of Lords have refused to accept. It is called Clause 11, and it means that refugees have to enter the UK a certain way. You therefore have to arrive through government sanctioned routes to get an inferior form of protection with more limited rights. If you arrive in an illegal way, you can receive a jail sentence up to 4 years and have no recourse to public funds. In that occasion, the immigration minister Tom Hustler have commented on this law, where he claims that he believes the law is a proportional and sensible measure that doesn't increase the scope in terms of individuals who it would affect. This is about a very, very small number of people every year who are high harm individuals who want to hurt people in this country, he adds. He claims with the quote that this law does not increase the scope in terms of individuals who it would affect. By that he means that this law will not affect that many people, but only a small amount. His ground for that is what he starts by saying, which is that he thinks that the law is a proportional and sensible measure. That means that he thinks the law is reasonable and good for the UK. By this quote, he tries to justify that it does not matter to agree because it will not go beyond very many refugees anyway. In this phrase, he uses logos to convince his receivers that the government should agree on this law because it will not affect that many refugees. In this case, the senator, Tom Hustler, already possesses some form of credibility as he is a immigration minister because of his title and education. So to sum up what he says he wants this law to be agreed on and to make it harder for immigrants to enter the UK. And to hide his opinion, he says that it would not affect that many immigrants anyway. So it sounds like he still wants to open the borders and open the borders up for refugees. While we here in UK are preparing for the coming refugees, in Germany there wasn't much time to prepare at all, as the Russian invasion of Ukraine more or less happened overnight. How are the Germans actually doing in such troubling times? And can we expect the same kind of pressure coming from refugees in the UK as they experience it in Germany? My colleagues in Berlin can help us answer our questions.
Following the invasion of Ukraine, many Ukrainians have sought asylum in Poland and Germany. Berlin, being located right next to the Polish border, has been a migration hotspot. I'm going to be talking to a helper within the current crisis that is going on right now in Berlin, and we're also going to talk with a couple which has escaped the current war in Ukraine.
Ja, ich stehe jetzt gerade mit Ludwig Hohenzollern. Er ist ein Helfer von einem von den 400 Helfern hier in Berlin, die Migranten helfen. Und ja, wie ist die Situation jetzt gerade in Berlin?
Die Situation ist jetzt gerade sehr heftig. Das Problem ist, dass jetzt sehr viele Migranten auf einem reinkommen. Der Druck ist zu groß und wir sind nicht sicher, dass wir das halten kann. Ich glaube persönlich, dass nicht, dass der Krieg schnell gehen würde. Darum müssen wir vorbereiten für was die Zukunft uns bringen.
Aber das klingt nicht so gut. Aber wie kann England sich verbessern und vorbereiten für die jetzt gerade Krise in Ukraine und in Europa?
Ich glaube nicht, dass England so viele Migranten wie Deutschland bekommen. Ich glaube, dass es nur ist die Migranten mit Familien und Freunden, das nach England suchen. Die meisten Ukrainier will wieder zu Hause zurückkommen und darum nicht so weit weg migrieren. Aber England schon vielleicht Provianten und anderes Sachen vorbereiten.
Ja, und jetzt gehen wir weiter zu dem deutschen Paar, das von Ukraine geflüchtet haben. Ja, hallo Georg und Hilda.
Hallo.
Kann ihr über ihr selber erzählen vielleicht?
Wir sind in Deutschland geboren.
Und wir leben seit 8 Jahren in der Ukraine.
Ja, genau. Wir sind mit 25 Jahren in die Ukraine gereist.
Eigentlich wollen wir in der Ukraine Urlaub machen, aber wir haben uns in das Land verliebt und deshalb entschieden, dort zu bleiben.
Aber als der Krieg ausbrach, entschieden wir uns zurück nach Deutschland zu fliehen.
Ja, sehr traurig. War das nicht eine schreckliche Erfahrung hier in der Ukraine gehabt?
Ja, es war schrecklich.
Das war der Grund, warum wir uns entschieden haben, nicht nach Deutschland zu reisen.
Ja, ich kann mir vorstellen, dass auch viele andere Menschen auch mit ihr geflohen ist.
Ja, wir sind mit vielen aus der Ukraine geflogen.
Ja, und wie war die Situation, wenn ihr hier bei Deutschland angekommen ist?
Die Deutschen waren gut darin, alle Ukraine willkommen zu heißen. Aber wir hatten das Glück, hier Familie zu haben.
Ja, danke, vielen Dank für Ihre Zeit. Zurück zum Studio.
And yes, and that was all for this news broadcast. I hope you all enjoyed, and we see you next time. And for my German viewers, auf Wiedersehen.